All right, in this video we're going to make a modular wall system that we can put into our scene and kind of reuse again and again. Now we already have made a little modular wall system before, but it's not going to work too well with our archway that we've made. So I'm just going to hide this here. I'm going to use this as a basis. Not 100% on this, but it'll do for now. What I might just do is we'll get this here and we'll move it to the side in a minute. Move that to about there. I'll just hide that. I'm going to use this as a reference for building my wall up. So add mesh. I will add in a cube. Don't know why it went up there. Let's move it down to here. I'm not too worried about exactly where it is in this case. And I'll go into edit mode. In fact, I might just reset that cube. Shift S, cursor to world origin, and then I'll add in a mesh, a cube. All right, go edit that. Scale it in along the x-axis. I want it to be slightly thinner than these bricks here, and scale it along the Z like that. I'm not too worried about the height of them. That's pretty good there. Okay, so with this, I am going to kind of move that to there. See what I'm going for here, and you'll see here I'm going to apply an array modifier. I might do this on the other side. It looks like when I built this one I probably didn't, it looks like I made X the front instead of Y the front, so that means I'm going to have to array it along the Y axis. Depending on how you did it, you should be able to figure this part out. I'm going to go in and just bevel those edges on it so they're kind of visually the same as that. And this is very similar to what I did once before, but now I am going to do another array. This one is going to be on the Z axis. Oops, wrong one. This next one underneath it is going to be on the Z axis, like that, and also just a little bit along the x-axis, kind of like that. I'll just move this a little bit more this way. I'm not worried that these things intersect. I'm not bothered by it at all. Okay, so then I'm actually going to try and get it exactly 0.5. Well, I can just type in like that. Nope. I want it to be, how many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make it an even number. And go back up to this one and make it 5. Okay, which means if my math is correct, and it's probably not, I should be able, actually that should be fine. 0.1, negative 0.1 should bring it halfway of a unit. What that means is these will be able to interlock. I'll be able to make some interlock here. Now I'm actually going to array again, except I'm going to do this along the Z axis. You'll see why I do it this way, because if I just did it with this one along the Z axis going up, oops, like that, it kind of goes off to the left there. So I can just do 1, 2, and then I can array that all the way up to about there. And that kind of intersects with that. So that's pretty good there. And so now I've got this kind of little modular wall that's going to work really well. And if I hit Shift D and move it along, I can get it to interlock, which will be really handy when I start placing things in Godot. Now, if I was going to take more care of this, I would actually build this to a specific grid unit size. So that it would snap to grid and be very, very clean and easy in Godot. Instead, I'm just going to be a little bit slapdash with it, a little bit lazy, but I can do this. I could also RZ90, and these will lock together as well. They may not lock together perfectly, but they'll be pretty good, like that. Okay, so I can build walls with this now. If I hit this, Shift D, I'll move it along that way, RZ90. I don't want to build it in here, so don't get too excited about building them in here. because we're going to use Godot to build these things, which will make everything a lot easier. Okay, GX, move that back that way. Okay, so you get the idea. That's not looking good there. Move it back out. Looks like that. Okay, so there we go. And we've got a little modular system. And we can add doors to this and so on. If we were building a game, we might have an animation that comes off of this. But at the moment, I think that looks pretty good. We'll probably cover a few more little low poly style assets in the next couple of videos.